The Milwaukee portable bandsaw is a tool that I'm not even sure I knew existed before I got into the knife making world, but it is just the best tool in my collection. I use it constantly for the finest, most delicate work to heavier work like this. It's just such a useful tool, and if you've never used a portable bandsaw, I just can't recommend one enough. I know there are different versions now. DeWalt makes a battery powered one, but they're just so awesome, really effective cutters. I just can't see a tool that replaces it. They're so clean and safe compared to an angle grinder. To do these same cuts here, it would just make such a mess, so many sparks. You'd have to be mindful that this thing is just so clean. The blades last a long time. If you want a new tool to add to your collection that will just change the way you work with steel, get yourself a portable bandsaw. Now what we're working on here today is a couple of tables or worktops for my workshop. I'm in a new workshop here, a brand new workshop, and I don't have near enough surface area. So I'm going to build some good steel tables. You can see here now I'm roughing out the legs, getting them all to identical length so they sit nice and flat on my floor.
What you saying? What are you saying? Why are you breathing so hard?
Because I'm sweating.
Sweating? Why, you working hard on your walk? You working hard on your walk?
Is that how Mom breathes going up the hill?
Hey, Foods.
Hey, Foods. Hey, Foods. Saya. Saya. Saya.
I'm just running a little cheap flux core welder here, a little Mastercraft. That's a Canadian Tire brand here in Canada, and I've been really impressed with it. I bought this just last year. It's my first experience with MIG, and I absolutely love it. Even though my brother's got a Lincoln and he's running the gas and everything, and I can definitely see the beauty of that. The welds are so clean and stuff, and someday I would like to move to that, but for right now my little flux core does everything I'd want it to do, and there's no hassle, there's no extra expense of the gas. It's just when it runs out, throw a new roll of wire in there and keep going. It's really nice for a little crafty work like this. Now in the past, I've had trouble keeping my steel project straight. I didn't really have a good understanding of how much heat moves things around, draws your project around. But thanks to some coaching from my brother and a few comments from you guys on here, and proper clamping and securing before I start, I really got these tables to turn out nice and square, nice and true. They sit nice and flat on the floor, no rocking. It's definitely my best work so far. Alright guys, it's about 11 p.m. here now. That's about all I got in me for today. You see I have this table back here, a 2x4. It's all the welding is done on that one. I just got to deck it over tomorrow, and it turned out beautiful. Everything is perfectly square. Really proud of it. It's It's definitely my cleanest work so far. I'm really proud of it. This right here is a 2x3. That's going to be the welding setup, I think, and hoping to be a sheet of steel for the top of it. But yeah, I've still got to put the bottom leg braces and stuff in that tomorrow, but that's as far as I'm taking it tonight. So we'll start fresh in the morning. Well, after some coffee, breakfast, and a million emails answered, ready to get back at it. I'm excited. I've been in there typing emails as fast as I can because I'm excited to get back out here at my project. I love working with steel like this. I didn't do a whole lot of welding growing up, not much at all, and we never had like real good steel like this to work with, but it's just so much fun when you've got lots of steel that you can cut up, and you got the tools to cut up and play with it, and you got a welder, and the welds are getting better, and it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. So I'm excited I just got to put in some bottom braces here with some angle iron, drill some holes, get these tables decked over, and I'll finally have some space to work. I have nowhere to mount like my buffer, my grinders, and all this stuff, so this is going to be awesome. Well, that's it, guys. Another project in the books, and I couldn't be happier. I'm getting really addicted to building your own custom tables because you can build them to the strength you want, to the weight you want, the dimensions to fit. You can fit them out just to fit your needs, like the depth here, so I can fit certain tools. it's just really nice. You can build your own custom stuff, and it's a lot of fun playing with steel like that. Hope you learned a little something, and I hope you were inspired by this project. Steel is not that expensive, and if you got a few tools, especially a welder, if you got a welder and an angle grinder, you can do pretty much everything I did here in this project. So I recommend you go and try it, build yourself some benches. The nice thing about going with something like this, tables, individual freestanding tables like this instead of like a 2x4 bench on the wall, is that you're never tied to a certain arrangement. Now these were supposed to both get casters, but the little ones I picked up just didn't suffice. I tacked 4 casters on the bottom of one of these tables. When I tried to push it, they were just folding over. They wouldn't twist and turn. So I'll probably pick up some nicer, bigger, more solid casters online and tack those on the bottom when they come in. But this table is a little bit low now because they were designed for the height of the other casters, but when I get new ones that'll bring it up. But then with tables like this, you can always change your arrangement. If I want to invert the whole shop and put everything in the back here to the front, I can do that, and it's just it's really nice. When this has casters, I'll be able to roll it out in the middle, roll it across, roll it in the driveway if I need to do some welding out there. My intention is I have my little MIG welder here, but I'll probably pick up an arc sometime soon. It can sit there. I've got a 240 plug, and I can roll it around if I need to. So really thrilled we're getting the shop closer to set up just how we want. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. As always, if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment and tell me what you would add to these. Of course, I want to add casters, like I said, and this welding one here should get a steel top. It will, but I just don't have access to sheet steel like that right now. I'd like to have probably a 1/4 inch thick steel plate on top of this one. It's not cheap, but that's what I'd like. But comment anything you think I should add to make these more useful. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.